what challenges is VCU going to pose for you guys with their defense and the press and everything like that?
We definitely have to. Our ball security is hugely important for us tomorrow night. Not just really get sped up. A team that want to try to force you into quick shots, and we don't mind quick shots as long as they're the shots that we want. Not where we have balance and we can get back in our transition defense. But I think for us it's just having the poise of taking care of the ball, still executing our offense, and we should fare well.
What have you seen from Tyron Lawrence thus far? Personally, I've seen him do pretty well in defensive end and kind of let the game come to him offensively.
Yeah, Tyron's been really good. He's graded out really good defensively the last game. Again, like I said, he was probably the guy that's sacrificing a little bit more of his minutes right now as he's continued to ramp up, coming back from his knee. He's getting stronger and stronger, but it's offering us some minutes to be able to plug a lot of our younger guys in there and get some extra time. It's been good. It's been kind of a blessing in disguise. You never want injuries, but with Lim and Rodney, we're missing 2 starters. So it's like we got a lot of guys, and we're talking about rotations. We've seen a lot of number of guys play and come in the game and do some positive things for us, which is a good sign. But obviously, with those 2 guys in the mix, and us trying to find continuity with them on the floor, those opportunities wouldn't be there. So we're looking at this as definitely an opportunity to take advantage of their time out, and getting our younger guys some reps. It's not going to be pretty all the time as they learn and understand how we want to play and the things that we want to do. But I feel like defensively they're all solid enough to where even though we may have moments where we're not scoring it as well as we like to, we're still making some good things happen on the defensive end.
Do you have any further updates on Rodney's timeline right now?
No, not really. Got to maybe check with Brandon on that. I think he's just probably a week or 2 into what we say a 4 to 6 weeks. So let's keep track of it that way.
First couple of games, how did it go from a fact-finding standpoint from your perspective about finding which guys work well with one another?
We're still finding rotations, and again, like I said, when you got 2 guys out, we're not locked into any rotations right now. It's just kind of feel. I trust these guys enough to where I went small some, go big some, and some different lineups. And it's just as we figure some things out and get guys in real time, you can see them in practice, and not every guy that practices well plays well in the game. And not every guy that plays well in the game. It could be. I'd rather have a guy that's going to do it at 7 o'clock as one that's going to do it at 11:30 in the morning. So we're figuring out who's who, and we'll continue to do that during our non-conference games. So we're hopefully by the time SEC rolls around, we'll feel comfortable with who we can have and our strong rotation. And then probably that time, Lim and Rodney will be back, and that'll throw another monkey wrench in everything. So good problems to have, though.
We were just talking to Myles. What's Stute showing you the first couple of games?
I think defensively he's been really good. Some of our trap and defense, having him up the top at the length, and the length that he brings, and having high hands and rebounding the ball for us. I still think he can be a better offensive rebounder for us, but just the shot making is us. We know that he can do that. He's confident. He's seeing the ball go in the hole a little bit, and he's getting those opportunities. Eventually, he's going to be on somebody's scouting report, so they're going to look to probably take him away in some of the things that we're doing for him, and it's going to open up some opportunities for someone else. So you just got to be ready to play the game. Again, he's a guy that we feature. When we run sets, we want to try to get him good, open, clean looks. But again, we got to be able to get to that next layer of the play as the season goes on, and I think that's where we're building continuity with our young guys to be able to do that.
But when you play against VCU, like a team that has a lot of long athletes and all that, to what extent does that maybe help get you guys a look at what sort of the SEC teams will be somewhat like, a couple weeks or a few weeks down the road?
VCU is a good team. There's a lot of SEC teams that didn't make the tournament last year, and they did. So, that's why we're scheduling, because we want to have these type of tests. And, they got length, they got athleticism, and they got all of that. same type of teams that we beat before. So it's just a matter of us coming in and executing our game plan and not allowing their pressure and their length. And got to rebound, and I think that's the key. I think we can guard any action in the country, but if you don't finish it off by going and putting the body on somebody and securing the rebound, then it's all for nothing. So hopefully we win the rebounding battle, and I think that'll give us a great chance to win the game. Turnover percentage too. We want to have low turnover percentage. That's a big key.
Big announcements on the Vandy United front this past week. Candace also told us that basketball ops center might be one of the first things to come. How exciting is it to see those renderings and really see this kind of starting to come to life?
Yeah, we're super excited about the new building, Vandy United, everything that they're doing, the commitment that we've gotten from the university, the donors who have stepped up to support those efforts. It's just a great time, to be here and be a part of this kind of renaissance of what's happening right now. And we're able to. We're looking at this, it's almost like building a house. We're looking at plans for what's going to be in stone for probably the next 40, 50 years. We're the ones that's making those decisions. And Andy Fox, our general manager, he bears a lot of the headache of all of the back and forth and delays because of COVID issues and not being able to get the smallest things. It's like the locker room's coming along great, but the little drains in the showers are on back order. So those are the type of things that we're dealing with right now. But it's a fun and exciting time, and just trying to hopefully just get more fans in the arena. I think that's it, man. These guys deserve it. These guys deserve for folks to come out and support them because they work hard, and I think they play a good brand of basketball. They're just going to continue to get better. So I know a lot of different things, a lot of different factors, but doing yourself a disservice for not coming out here and checking these guys out. Because for the ones that have been here, it's fun to watch.
You want us to go ahead, McKeegan, or wait? All right, you guys are ready? Go ahead. Speak up so they can hear you.
I got you. Whenever you guys are.
I feel like we knew that you could shoot, but how do you think you've improved coming into your sophomore season? What's been the difference in the 2 games where you're playing very well?
Really, I think it's just been my confidence. Like you said, I feel like everybody knows I can shoot. I came into college, that was just one of my strengths, shooting the ball. But I think it's just been the reps and the work that I've had over the past year that's really upped my confidence, and it just gave me the ability to shoot whenever I feel the need to, or whenever I touch the ball. Really, I feel like whenever I get the ball in my hands, I'm gonna start to shoot the ball wherever I'm from on the court, and that's just, like I said, a testament to the work I put in over the past year or so.
So when you got COVID during the season, how did that affect your stamina and whatever else athletically, and how do you feel now compared to that?
Well, I feel like I turned the corner physicality-wise. Physically, I feel like I'm a completely different player from last year. Like you said, I got COVID last year, and that really held me back conditioning-wise. I didn't think my lungs were very good last season, and neither was my physical shape. I thought I put on a little bit of weight in quarantine that kept me from playing at my full ability. But now, like I said, I put in a lot of work over this past year, so that's no longer a problem for me.
Something that people talked about last season was when Stack, said that something about your defense in the press conference, and I know that you said that it motivated you to get better. Sometimes guys hop in the portal like left and right. Why did you want to stay, and how did that motivate you to get better?
I think that's just something that can speak to my character. I'm not somebody that's going to run from adversity whenever it hits, no matter where it hits from. I'm the type of person to face my problems squarely and head on. So when that situation happened, I just thought nothing but good should come from this, and I should never hear my name being called out in the media again by anybody, no coach, no person, anybody.
How have you improved defensively? Like, what is it? Just athleticism and stuff like that being better, or how have you worked? In terms of watching film and stuff like that.
Like you said, film's been a really big part for me defensively. We run a system here defensively, so just learning the system, getting those reps in over the past year has been really helpful. And then, like I said, physically, I've just upped my body, quickness, agility, all those good things. I've just been working really, really hard on it. In the weight room with Coach Los as well. Coach Carlos Daniel, he's been helping me a lot with my foot speed and my agility, like I said. So it's just been a lot of work, but I've loved every bit of it.
Stack talked about how you and kind of Karen Frank are kind of those forwards who battled throughout the preseason in terms of that starting spot. How was that battle? Did you feel like you wanted to take him under your wing and give him chances, but also kind of motivate him get him into the system. How was that battle? How
For sure. I didn't look at it as a battle personally. I look at everybody on this team, equally as a teammate. To get that squared off, and then like you said, I did want to take him under my wing a little bit, as with the rest of the guys and the rest of the newcomers, just to get them up to speed, because this is a team game and everybody needs to be on the same page, especially when we get out there and we're playing better opponents. And throughout the summer, like you said, it was a little bit of a battle, but we continue to battle every day in practice, and I think that's only going to make us better and better as the season goes on. So those battles have been really beneficial, I think, for both of us.
The offenses look good this season. What challenges is VCU going to pose for you guys since they're known as a defensive team?
Like you said, the defensive team, and they're also a little bit bigger, a little bit taller than the opponents we faced so far. So we got to just make sure we're crisp with our passes. Got to be firing on all cylinders and in the same rhythm as each other. And the confidence has to be there. I feel like I don't think anybody lacks confidence on this team. I think everybody knows they can score the ball. So we just got to bring that confidence and that swagger, and I think we'll be all right.
What did you guys learn about yourselves the first couple of games?
Confidence piece. Like I said, everybody on this team can play really, really well at a high level. Everybody can hit shots, everybody defends. So it's just about moving like you can do it, and moving with that confidence. For sure.
What was said at halftime? It seemed like the second half of last game, you guys really kind of took it to another level.
Yes, sir. Coach Stack told us it's time for us to get them out of our business. So that's what we did in the second half. We knew we had to go on a run to start the half off. I'm pretty sure we went on a 10-0 run to start it off, and we got them out of our stuff for the most part. They came back and had another punch for us, but we made sure we took care of it. Like Coach said, we got them out of our business. So.
Is it good to know that you have that capability as a team, that when he says, I need more, there's more to get?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a great thing to know, especially as we get further and further into the season. There's going to be times and places where we need certain people to step up, and that could be hitting a free throw, that could be hitting a big shot, getting a defensive rebound. It could be anything, but just to know that we have that with everybody on the team, it's a great thing to know.
How important is it in a game like this coming up for when VCU presses you guys for your team shooters like yourself to knock these down when you guys need to press?
I think it's going to be very important because it's going to dictate parts of the game, especially like you said, hitting shots. Certain shots, whether we hit or miss, it could dictate whether they continue to press or start to lay back a little bit. I think stretching the floor, being one of my specialties, is going to be a reason that we're going to be able to stretch out their press and kind of get them out of sorts to start the game off.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.